What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube, and welcome to another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video for you guys. Here today we are going to be going over the loyalty rewards and the veteran bonus, and basically explaining what it is and telling you guys the best players to take. So if you played any combination of Madden NFL 19, 20, or 21, then you're eligible for a special reward in Madden NFL 22. So basically what it means is if you played one of the titles, you will get one fantasy pack. If you played two, you will get two packs. And if you've played all three, so Madden 19, 20, and 21, then you will get three fantasy packs. So basically what happens is when you log into Madden NFL 22, you will get three fantasy packs that will help you, go ahead and get a start to your team. They're not going to be great players, and they're all NAT, so I will put that out there. None of these players are going to stay on your team for very long, but I want to go over which ones to take. So for my case, I've played all three titles, so I'm going to get 3 out of the 6 players. And I'm going to go from 6 to 1, basically telling you guys worst to best. Obviously, you take whoever you want at the end of the day, but I'm going to explain why I have people worse and why I have people better. So we'll go ahead and hop into it. Alright, so coming in at number 6 on my list is going to be Ezekiel Elliott. Now, the reason I have him coming in at last place is because if you look at his statistics, he has 83 speed, 84 excel, 85 agility, only 72 carrying, which is also very, very low, 64 catch, 81 change of direction, 80 truck, and 76 break tackle. So 72 carrying very, very much scares me. Unless you're doing very easy solo challenges, 72 carrying is just not going to get it done. Neither is 83 speed, and he's not a depth position. So I think day one I can get a way better running back in my personal opinion. Even if they're like a 79 but they have 86 speed, I would much rather take that. They could easily have 86 speed and let's say 76 carrying and just not have as good of like trucking, and I'll be okay with that because for solo challenges and things like that, it'll get the job done for me. So that's why I have Zeke coming at number 6, because I just don't think he's good, and he's not a depth position, so he's either going to be your starter or he's not. So if I'm not going to have him as my starter, there's just really no reason to pick him. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Darius Smith. Now, he has 76 speed, 80 acceleration, 80 strength, 80 tackling, 81 play rec, 77 block shed, 83 power move, 69 finesse move. So the problem I have with Darius Smith is he's supposed to be a pass rusher, right? So the 69 finesse move is just really not going to get it done. He's kind of slow, to be honest, with 76 speed. And honestly, I play a lot of 4-3. I don't play a lot of 3-4 defense, so I don't like pass rushing linebackers. I like zone coverage usually, but even as a pass rushing linebacker, I'm just not a huge fan of Darius Smith's card. You could, I guess, slide him down to D end if you wanted to, but I just think there's going to be better players overall that you can get, once again, that are just going to fit schemes better or just be better overall. So that's why I have Darius Smith at number 5. I just don't think he's worth it. Personal opinion, obviously, disclaimer, take who you want. It doesn't really matter because you won't be using them too long, but I'm not a huge fan of Darius Smith's card. And I really don't think he'll help you on day 1 because I don't think your outside linebacker position is going to be where you need the most help, in my personal opinion. All right, so coming in at number 4 for me is going to be Akeem Hicks. Once again, he's good for run stopping. I just don't know if you'll necessarily need him on day 1, but I do think he is definitely valuable to take. 57 speed is not going to get it done right pass rushing wise, but as a run stopper, he's pretty good. So he's got 86 strength, 80 tackling, 84 play rec, 82 block shed. He's got 82 power move, only 63 finesse move. But if you're using him as a run stopper, he's going to be pretty good in there. Once again, he would be more of a 3-4 D tackle. I guess you could use him in a 4-3 as well. He'd be more of like a nose tackle, but either way, he would be pretty good at D tackle. I don't know if his card will be a D end or a D tackle because I know a lot of times he is at that D end position. But personally, I would move him to D tackle even if he is at D end just because he's so slow. I don't want him on the edge pass rushing. But, you could go ahead and take him if you want. I think he is a decent card. And like I said, if you just need interior help on day 1, it might not be a bad idea until you get someone else better in the position. All right, coming in at number 3 for me is going to be Marcus Peters. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this card either, if I'm being completely honest, but the reason I have him higher on the list is because he is going to be at that cornerback position. So he has 84 speed, 85 acceleration, 83 agility, 82 jumping, 78 play rec, 79 man, 76 zone, and then 75 press. So he's really not going to be like a great cornerback. You definitely aren't going to want him to be your number 1 corner. But on day 1, you can definitely use him as a number 2, number 3, right, number 4. So that's why I really like him, is because you can definitely use him as a number 3 corner for a pretty good amount of time until you're able to get somebody that really, really is good in that position, right? So that's why I like him, because he is in a depth position. So on day 1, if you have no cornerbacks, you can still use him and he will get the job done. But even if you get 1 or 2 good cornerbacks, he can still play as that nickel corner and get it done for you. And he's just pretty good, right? It's just cornerbacks are kind of annoying to get sometimes because you don't want to get, you know, a base elite one and then they bring out a new one right away, since it is a depth position. It's kind of like wide receivers in that sense, but I do think he's valuable to get on day 1. 84 speed is not bad. He won't be able to keep up with anybody too fast, but I think he'll get the job done nonetheless. All right, coming in at number 2 on the list is going to be Richie Incognito, in my personal opinion, because I think just getting a good left guard early in the game is super valuable, right? So if you're somebody that wants to grind out solo challenges and you like to run the ball a lot of times, having this is going to be super, super valuable. So you have 86 strength, 82 awareness, 78 pass block, 77 pass block power, 75 pass block finesse, 82 run block, 81 run block power, and then 79 run block finesse. So he's not going to be a great card. He's not going to be someone you look to and say, I want to keep him here for a while. But those early solo challenges you could build elites around him, right? You can spend your coins on running backs, maybe even some receivers, your defense, some other positions in the line. But you know you have a good left guard, at least until you get serious to maybe play online. Like this card right here can definitely be good enough for, you know, good amount of solo challenges, unless you get to like very, very hard ones, which usually there's not too many hard ones, but, you know, especially not early in the year at least. This card, though, if you're not playing online right away, will get the job done. And even if you are playing online, to be honest, 82 run block will get the job done. You know, obviously, if you play against somebody that already has a maxed out team, it might not go too well. But if you're not playing against somebody that has a maxed out team and they have, you know, just like an 84 D tackle and you have an 82 left guard, the matchup will work pretty well and you'll go ahead and get the job done running that way. So that's why I have him coming in at number 2 on the list. All right, at number 1 is going to be AJ Brown. Now, the reason I have him at number 1 is just because, once again, he is a depth position. Now, I would probably say not to take him as your number 1 pick if you're going to, if you only have 1 pack and you're going to choose the team captain as your wide receiver, right? So I'm going to choose the team captain as my wide receiver, but I have 3 of these packs, so I will take AJ Brown almost for sure, because he has 84 speed, 81 jump, 79 catch, 78 catch in traffic, 78 spec, 78 short and medium, and then 76 deep route running. So he is going to be decent. He will get the job done. But he also won't be my number 1 receiver, which is why I'm okay with taking this card, because he is a depth position once again. Now, if I only, like I said, had 1 pack and I knew I was taking the team captain as my wide receiver, I probably would not take AJ Brown, but I'm assuming that a lot of people will have at least 2 or 3 of these packs. And on top of it, not everyone is going to take that team captain as their wide receiver. So if, you know, you take John Lynch, for instance, and that's a defensive player, you might want to help out your offensive side of the ball by taking this AJ Brown. And 84 speed won't be great, but it will definitely get the job done nonetheless, in my personal opinion. So I think it's definitely worth, you know, using this card and taking them. So if this list does help you guys out, definitely go ahead and let me know down below who you guys are thinking about taking. Like I said, I wouldn't look too far into it in terms of like having this player for a while, because they are NAT. So unless you're going to build a theme team, right, and you know you're going to build like a Cowboys theme team, then maybe take Zeke. But besides that, you know, some of the cards, it doesn't really matter because you can always get them later for cheaper if you wanted to. So go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell. And as always, I will see you guys next time.